Alrighty, everybody, we are back on the Foul Ball Podcast presented by the Foul Ball Podcast. Everything related to us can be found on our website, foulballpodcast.org. Again, foulballpodcast.org. So, as you can see behind me, if you are tuning in on video side of things, if you're on the audio side, let me begin to describe the situation. So we are here live in Massachusetts, and currently we have a coating of snow. And so the snowstorm came in yesterday and a little bit the day prior. And now, obviously the storm system went through. We got the coating of snow. I know some parts of Massachusetts and Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont got up to 6 inches, but where I'm at just got a coating. And so again, today would have been a great day for Patriots football over in Foxborough, but of course, that ship sailed a while ago. And that was a whole other conversation that we had days ago, or I should say weeks rather, and so we will not go there again because that'll last another 10 minutes that I don't really want to talk about, because this weekend, starting today, Saturday, is the divisional round for the NFL playoffs. And if you tuned into the games last week over the wild card weekend, we were fairly spot on with a lot of our predictions. And of course, as I expected, there were upsets. And I knew that was going to happen, but of course, didn't really go the way I necessarily expected it. But let me tell you, there were upsets, like the Jaguars game, right? Jaguars were down by at least 20 points going into halftime. They came back and won that game. Okay? The Giants won. I believe they played the Vikings, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But either way, the Giants won. And that was an upset I was not getting ready for. And to go on top of that, the Buccaneers lost. Tommy Boy, Tommy Teabags, Tom Brady, no longer in the playoff picture, which I know gives a lot of folks a sense of comfort, a sense of relief, knowing that Tom Brady cannot gain another Super Bowl championship. Okay, so we talked about the Jags, we talked about the Giants, we talked about the Bucs losing, the Vikings lost. Okay, that was major, right? As we were saying, Giants won on top of that. And we can go into the scenario about the Bengals. Joey Burrow over in the Cincinnati area. So they won their game on a recovered fumble and ran it in for a touchdown. I mean, if wild card already was that crazy in terms of football, I mean, we can only imagine what the wild card can jump to, which is this weekend, the divisional round. So, what can we expect for the divisional round? I mean, these things are what we can expect. The things we'll talk about after this, right after this, are going to be what we predict. So again, two very different things, but of course those predictions can go a completely different way. And so, here's what we can expect. Here's what we know. Today, Saturday, the Jaguars are playing the Chiefs. Okay, the Jaguars are 10-8. The Chiefs are 14-3. Okay, the Jaguars are heading over to Kansas City, needless to say, and they're playing at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBC. So if you're tuning in on television, they'll be on NBC if you get that channel. Also today, later on tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, needless to say, the Giants will be playing the Eagles. Okay, the Giants are playing the Eagles in Philadelphia. The Giants are 10-7-1. Eagles were 14-3. Again, 8:15 p.m. tonight on Fox. So again, if you got Fox, it'll be on that station. Okay, that's today. That's what we can expect. So let's talk about what we can expect for tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be starting off at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Bills playing the Bengals. And I messed that up because the Bengals will be up in Buffalo playing at the Bills Stadium. The Bengals 13-4. The Bills were at 14-3. Again, playing at 3 o'clock p.m. on ABC or CBS. So if you get either or, it'll be maybe on both, but it could be on either or. Again, the channels will be either ABC or CBS. And to wrap up the weekend tomorrow night will be the Cowboys playing the 49ers. The Cowboys will be at the 49ers Stadium over in California, or I should say San Francisco. I mean, same thing anyway. The Cowboys were 13-5, and the 49ers were 14-4 rather, not 13, 14-4. They will be playing again at 6:30 p.m. and they'll be on Fox. And so, like I said, and I'm going to reiterate, that's what we know. So to go into the prediction side of things, this is where it gets interesting. I mean, I'm making all the predictions, by the way, based on record. Just so you all know, all my predictions are based on record. And so, with that being said, I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Jaguars tomorrow. I mean, I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. I really can't. He's been so dominant the last several years, ever since he's been in the league. And obviously with their coach Andy Reid, with a lot of coaching experience, they're just the dynamic duo, right? I don't know if they can be compared to like maybe a Belichick-Brady dynamic, but cannot bet against the Chiefs. So I think the Chiefs are beating the Jaguars, but who knows? Jaguars might come up for another upset. I mean, we'll see. Again, just prediction. We might be proven wrong. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Okay, with the game today also at the Eagles Stadium against the Giants. I've got to go the Eagles on this one. I mean, the Eagles, again, this year, they were undefeated for such a long time. They've got a lot of studs as wide receivers, a lot of guys in defense that are good. Obviously, they've got a good quarterback. And the coaching system seems to be working on all cylinders, at least for now anyway. And so, again, if I were to bet this game, can't really bet against the Eagles. I mean, they've proven to be good, and that's just that. And so, that's my prediction for that. The Bengals, this is going to be interesting. So, the Bengals at the Bills. That's tough. I mean, for this one, can both teams win? I mean, honestly, if they could, I would love that because I would expect both teams to win in any other given situation. But of course, I know, I'm being silly. I'm crazy. I know, I understand. Both teams cannot win in a playoff game, a playoff dynamic. I know, I understand. So, my prediction, I can't bet against Joe Burrow. I can't. I've got to go Joe Burrow and the Bengals. I think they've got it in the bag again. I think they can have a very good chance of going to the Super Bowl again. And obviously the game is going to be tomorrow. They've got a very good chance of making the playoff. Well, they're already in the playoffs, so they're going to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm trying to say. They're going to the Super Bowl. I think they're destined to go yet again. I think Joe Burrow's destined to get a Super Bowl championship ring for the first time because they didn't win last year. But I mean, today is tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a very big test. So I'm just kind of confused. So yeah, I'm going with the Bengals, not the Bills, tomorrow. And they're going to the Super Bowl, I think. That's my prediction of that. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, well, c'est la vie. So let's move on to the last and final game of the weekend. That's tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is going to be the game with the Cowboys at the 49ers. I think the Cowboys will choke. Just being that straightforward, just being that simple. I think the Cowboys are going to choke. So therefore, I'm going with the 49ers to head into the next round of the playoffs next weekend. And that is that, everybody. So enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the football games. Because as I said, they're going to be great games. I think there's going to be an upset or two. So we'll see how it goes. We're all going to go through the same thing together. So I'm going to enjoy it too. So have a good weekend. Enjoy the football games. Again, everything related to us is found at foulballpodcast.org. And we'll see you all soon. Catch you all on the flippity flip.